I like when Morgan was like, anyone on Tinder? And everyone with their boyfriend and girlfriend went, I mean, I've heard of it. I don't know. I think, is that like DoorDash? For all those people thinking like they don't fucking know, Tinder is an app where married people go to cheat. And I had a Tinder date recently, and this is what you don't want to hear. Walk up, and she goes, oh man, you ain't 5'8". I forgot I lied! I forgot! And I was like, yeah, and you're not 170, so can we stop the body shaming? You know what I mean? You pretend I'm taller than you, and I'll pretend I can lift you up. Just keep this fantasy going.
What's up? It's episode 72, Podcast. I got my main man, Gabriel Alexander. You can catch him at the Mystic Saloon, July 21st. Slew House Social, July 22nd. Go follow Gabriel Alexander. It's Gabe209 Alex on Instagram. You want to plug away all your other channels?
Yeah. Well, at Gabe209 Alex is my handle for Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. The one I'm trying to get more followers for, obviously, is my YouTube channel, Gabriel Alexander Comedy. Go ahead and follow that. Everything else is explanatory. Yeah.
Everything is on the screen as he said it, so it'll be there. Cool, man. Thanks for coming on. You've been busy lately.
Yeah. It's been a ride, man. It's been a good ride.
How has the tour been for you? You've been hitting a bunch of clubs.
Yeah. We went from, it's cool. It's like Northern California, nothing too big, but I love it still. Like we went from, Laughs Unlimited, then I got to headline at Punchline. And then after Punchline, went to Modesto. And then after that, went to Copperopolis and performed in a Civil War armory.
Dang, how was that?
Yeah. It was cool, man. It was cool. Like that's the one thing I love about comedy, especially now after the pandemic. There's so many cool places you could perform, from like people's backyards to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's I wonder, did you have to like tailor your jokes to match that kind of room? Like
most of us did. Most of us said something. You know what I mean? Like for the most part, yeah. It was good though. It was fun, and the crowd was good. Everybody came to laugh. It was a good crowd.
Dope, man. I like it. That's fun. I haven't been to that armory, so I got to check it out. But yeah, man. I'm going to Henry's tonight, actually. So. Over here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're going to Henry's, my friend, I might go. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
My friend will be there. He's co-host. He's guest hosting. His name's Mark Maple.
Mark Maple. All right, Mark Maple. I'm gonna see you there.
He's a character, man.
Yeah,
you'll see
for sure.
Yeah,
I look forward to it. It's my first time going to Henry's tonight, so it'll be fun. But dude,
it's cool. We have fun and we go there.
Yeah. It's my my cousin always tells me to go there because he always goes and sees the Wednesday night open mics. By the way, it's not Wednesday for intensive purposes. It's Tuesday, October 19th, or October. The hell am I smoking? July 19th is the date of this episode. So, but we're recording in advance, of course. But yeah, so yeah, I'll check that out tonight. I was at the Comedy Spot last night. I'm loving it, man. I'm kind of doing more and more every week, trying to learn the stand-up game. My strength's always been on the posting and the sketch comedy side. So I'm learning. I'm
Oh yeah.
getting my feet wet on the stand-up side too, though. It's fun. It's really
Yes.
fun.
See, that's where I'm at. Like I'm in reverse, right? Like I started doing stand up, and that's where like my strong point is writing jokes and performing jokes.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to get into like the TikTok stuff and starting to sketch and things like that.
It's
But I like them, but I like it.
it's a great muscle to train, man. I love it. It's and it keeps you creative. It keeps you going because every comic is either lonely or depressed if they're not if they're not doing anything. So no,
yeah, I'm both. So
let's not be lonely, man. Let's hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, dude. So what got you into stand up? Like, how long you been in the game? When did you start doing it? When did you decide on it? Like,
oh man, I started. It was something I always want to do. I've always been like a comedy nerd. So I think as soon as I saw like Eddie Murphy's Raw, I was like, oh dude, I love stand up. Even if I didn't know I was gonna do it, loved it.
that's
and it kind of I should not have been watching it. But going from there, and then I always want to do it, but I didn't. I kind of listened to my family too much. Even when I brought it up, they're like, come on, really? That's what you're going to do? Like, just like, oh, and I really cared about their opinion enough to where I'd let it affect my own life choices. So they're like, go to college, so I went to UOP and did the whole thing and got married and white picket fence and all that. And when that didn't work out, like that was supposed to be it, right? That was supposed to be what I was supposed to do. That's the life. When that didn't work out, I was like, wow, I'm not ever listening to anyone ever again. And I started to do comedy maybe about 2 years after that. Like, after you go through like, we're going to court and selling a house and, just all the sadness that comes with divorce and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, all right, what do I got to lose? You know what I mean? Like I'm already. So then I started comedy. When I first did it, it was in a laundromat in South Lake Tahoe for a mixed open mic. That was it. And then I didn't do it again for like 9 months.
Yeah.
And then I came back to Stockton, California, and there's a place called Finnegan's.
Okay.
And I started doing open mics there. And I believe Marcellus was running it, a guy named Marcellus, but it could have been I think Marcellus was running it, but Dave Touchstone is the one who told me about that. And that's when I met a lot of the crew I hang out with now was there.
That's crazy.
And I think that was in 2019, like in the beginning of 2019 when I went to Finnegan's, and then just didn't look back.
Damn. So you started like near the pandemic, like the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, I remember going like for a while, like hitting mics and getting into it and just still sucking, but like, not caring that I suck, just caring about trying to get better than the last mic. Yep. You know what I mean? Because when you just work, because you see these comics who, I remember going to mics and seeing these comics who like, were so good at that time. I suck. And now I'm in the game now. And now I realize like, oh, they've been doing those same jokes for a while. They've practiced them. They polished them. Yeah. And I'm coming up with brand new jokes for the first time. Of course, that's why I tell all the new people, these guys have been doing those same jokes for a while. They practiced them. They've had tech. Don't worry about that. Just tell your jokes, record yourself, get better, and just keep going. You know what I mean?
That's great advice, man. Yeah, I just started in December, so I've been doing the stand up since December. My first time was at Laugh Unlimited, like an idiot. I showed up. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I emailed the head of Laugh Unlimited, and I was like, hey, I want to be part of it was a pro-am. It was one of the pro-ams. Yeah. And then, not knowing shit about comedy and how it works, I'm just like, yeah, I want to do my, I didn't tell them it was my first time. I was just like, yeah, I want to be a part of that show. They're like, yeah, come on in. I go up, of course, bomb, like got the light at 3, like it was supposed to be 5. But it's cool. Like Ellis though was there, and he gave me some solid advice. He was like, I don't know if you're funny, but I want to think you are. But it was obvious.
that sounds
Yeah, dude.
100% like Ellis.
Yeah.
He's just a dope comic. But he's been in the game a long time, way, way longer than me. And that's another thing I can tell you, and I can tell any people who just started who are under a year. Try to pick the brain of, and not even me. I'm not even anywhere near fucking vet. I still consider myself rookie. You know what I mean? Like when I got it, we were lucky because we had guys from Stockton or the 209, not just Stockton, who've been doing it forever. A lot of those deaf puppy guys like Taylor Evans and Connor Martin and AJ and Sal. And these guys have been doing it like 8-9 years, almost a decade. Some of them a decade. So it was good to have that already over it and have them kind of like give us game.
Yeah.
But then when we started to do it on my own, like I have friends who've been doing it almost as long as I've been alive. And it's good to have those people that you can come and talk to.
Yeah.
And then it's also good to have your buddies that are like on the same level. Mm-hmm. And then also when you get to a certain level, then you want to friend somebody who's just been doing it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's like a circle of knowledge. You're getting it from the top. You and your friends discuss it, deal with it, and then you can teach it. Try to be cool with someone like a Alice or something like that. Mine are like Alice, John Ross, Insane Wayne, Chicago Steve. All those guys been in the game so long, and they've just been super helpful with just if I have any questions, you know what I mean?
That's great. Yeah. No, you're right. And that's what I've been doing, man. Just been going to Comedy Spot as much as possible, iron out my my.
How do you like that? Is it cool over there at the Comedy Spot?
Yeah, I dig it. I go there the most. Every Tuesday. I test out material. And what I'm learning. So this is one of the first things I've learned as part of the game is go to as many clubs in a week and try out the same material that you want to test out and try it in different audiences. So I tried one bit, a 5-minute set. I tried it at Comedy Spot. It had a decent reception. Tried it again at Luna's. Tried it again at Vince's. So it was like, testing it out that way. And then by the end of the week, I had a really much better idea of what really works and what I need to tweak, So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, but Comedy Spot is good. I love the staff there. I love how
I've heard cool things about it. I've heard cool things. What's his name?
By, man. Yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember his name right now. Another comic that I talked to told me that it was like one of the better mics on Tuesday was at Comedy Spot. I'm definitely going to check that out one day.
Yeah, come by. Last Tuesday was actually packed. There was a lot of comics that showed up. So, yeah, it's a friendly environment. It's a good place to test out new material, which I always start off at the Comedy Spot and then go through the Sacramento town. I gotta eventually come through to Stockton. How are you doing with the gas prices though, man?
Dude, all of us are basically doing it like roommate style. We're all chipping in to gas and we're rolling in one big car because we're going from out here to out there to the Bay so it doesn't make sense anyway. I mean, unless you're really like, fuck it, I'll just go myself. Some people are like that and that's cool, man. It's your car, you know what I mean? But for the most part, most of us are like chipping in and you know what I mean?
It's like pro wrestling.
That's just how it is. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's how they do it too.
Like how much money do all of us have together? Okay, all together we have like 50 we can spare. Cool, let's go out to Sac tonight. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is, dude.
So you decide like that day essentially. Like for the open mic.
Yeah. Like I did like literally this morning, Mark hit me up and goes, "Hey, I'm guest hosting at Henry's tonight." Because he actually has a big show coming up tomorrow. There's 2 big shows that I know of tomorrow. One at Laughs Unlimited, because Mark is hosting that one. His first hosting job or hosting gig at an actual comedy club. So he's really excited about that. So I'm pretty sure that's why he's doing Henry's to like get practice for it.
Yeah, I love
Dude,
this
I got a
fly.
fly in my house and it's bugging me, dude.
Talk about
Like at first I was like, is it? Yeah, exactly. and then at Coe's in Stockton, there's a good show. A guy named Jordan Quattlebaum is throwing that show. But yeah, he just legit. Mark hit me up this morning, which is like, hey, I'm guest hosting. Who wants to roll? It's kind of that kind of thing, you know.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome. So damn, you're hitting the Bay Area too. See, I gotta start working my way to that area. And me and another comic out here, his name is Brace. Him and I have been helping each other out because, like, you know, the whole guest, you need a guest to get on and all that. So him and I.
Oh, that's what we used to do that too. Like we would do, like, if you need a guest, like, hey, I'll go on this week.
Yeah.
You go on, or whoever gets on, I'm your guest for that one, or, you know, and switch it off. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Because especially coming out, your family will only save your family and your friends for actual shows, dude.
Yes.
Don't fucking, I'm telling you right now, I know a lot of these open mics will be like, you could bring people, unless it's at a club.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Comedy Spot, you got to bring people. I get it. It's a club. It's a small little club, but it's a club. Yeah. Laughs Unlimited. You do the Pro-Am. They want you to bring people. Save people for, if you're going to do an open mic, save your friends and family for that. Don't drag them into fucking weird bar. Fuck it. Who cares? Fuck the bars. No offense, but don't save your family and friends, because I'll tell you this right now. I believe it was Carlos Rodriguez told me this. He goes, You're only good for a little while before even your own family's like, look, we've already seen all this stuff. I don't want to keep coming out, you know? So save them for something good. Like maybe the first time, and not even just saying bars, like the first time you get booked for a show, or like I said, the Pro-Am or the Spot, any of those, save them for those. Like if you're just going down to, no offense, but if you're just going down to like just a regular open mic, dude, don't press it as hard as far as making sure everyone comes out, because they only have a few in them. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Because you're gonna get booked somewhere, and you're gonna really want them there, and they're like, I already went to like 7 shady ass bars. I don't know if I want to trust you again. I almost got stabbed at the last one. You're like, all right.
Exactly. Yeah. Did you take family to the laundromat on your first gig?
No, I lived out in South Lake Tahoe.
Right.
Yeah, like it was just me out there. It was cool though, man.
Yeah.
It was a mixed mic. So I went up after a girl who did poetry. I've said this before in another podcast. I went up after this girl who did poetry. She had to have been, 19 to 21. Very, very young. Very, very young. She had went up there and did a fat poem about like living through Vietnam.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, my first joke getting up there, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't know Vietnam just happened. How the hell do you know what it's like going? Like, how did you even know what it's like to like live through Vietnam? What the hell? And that was like my first joke. She was cool. She was super cool about it though. She was really cool. She didn't get mad or anything. And then I remember doing that. And so that was my first joke, was just shitting on someone else's art. Like that was like, I mean, now that I look at it, but no, she was really cool. It was fun. And then when I started to get like, I remember the first time, like, dude, I'm telling you right now, like, been the Punchline and all that. That's why it's good for like social media and these TikTok videos. You can try to get a following, meet people at shows, shake hands, introduce yourself. Because I'm telling you, even me, like, dude, John Ross threw a show. I just got to headline for that Punchline. It wasn't like a full weekend or anything. I wasn't a headliner like that. I'm not a headliner, but I got to close out one of his Wednesday shows. Yeah. Even then, I was like, some of my family was like, I don't know. I'm closing it out though. I get to actually like get called a headliner once. Like they're just like, so I just depended on people that I've met at other shows, people that like I have that follow me on like social media. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, bro, you got to keep reaching out. Your family's only good for about maybe if you have a good family. Maybe 5 shows.
Yeah. How do you define good family? That's the real question.
Yeah, I can't wait till my kids turn 21, because they're gonna always be my +3.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, I told my parents I'm giving up music and pursuing comedy, and they got a one-way ticket to Iran, bro. They've been gone.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
They're like, I'd rather deal with all that.
yeah. I'd rather go
Oh my god.
In a turmoil country. No, it's
They're like, I'd rather deal with real bombing. I'd rather deal with that bombing than your bombing's way more depressing than actual bombing.
I know. Hopefully they're safe. No, they're good. They're having a blast. They're retired now over there, so they're just chilling. But they gave me their house.
Oh
so
hell
that's
yeah!
good. I'm just looking after their house here, so it's cool. So I relate.
Oh
to you,
hell
man.
yeah, dude!
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's dope, dude.
I relate with the
Hell
whole,
yeah.
Separating and having to start over and all that. I get it. So we're on the same boat.
How long have you been? Is it a full divorce yet, or is it just separated?
It will be. We actually talked about it today. Her and I are cordial though, so we're amicable. There's no drama.
Dude, kids? Any kids?
No kids.
Okay.
We have one dog that we share custody over, and he's really like a great bridge between us because he keeps the peace. He's just so pure, and we love him. But yeah, we've been separated.
That is the most American thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. From two Iranians too, mind you. But yeah.
Yeah. They're like, if you go back to Iran and be like, well, we share a dog together, people would just look at you like,
yeah.
You have to explain it. Like, no, that's good. Hey, that's really good that you guys kept the peace, man. Especially, I had to learn that the hard way because when we got divorced, like we had kids and stuff, and it could get messy, especially if you don't, you know what I mean? You let your emotions run.
Oh my God.
And, but now, so good, so much better.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what I mean? You're going to know each other forever. I don't want to have funk, you know?
That's right. You made it through the lows, and now you can, you're at peace. That's
exactly.
We just tried to skip that.
She still won't come to any of my shows. I don't know why, dude.
Yeah.
She won't come, man. I've even said, let me set a babysitter up. I do. And this is how cool I am because it's been so long. Like, it's not new or anything. We've been separated a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, bring a date, bring your boyfriend, one of your friends. Like, just come to the show.
There you go.
And I don't know. I think she thinks in her mind that I'm going to make jokes about her. I'm not, though. That's not. I just want her to see that. You know what I mean? Like I take this serious. Like I'm good. I'm not just doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
She won't. One day she'll come.
Yeah. When you headline, baby, that's when she'll come.
Yeah.
And then you do make fun of her.
Then I am.
Yeah. Nothing's off limits then. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, dude, it's cool. I'm in a good place now. Like I'm just fully devoted to this and my acting and my comedy. So it's great. And I'm happy for you, man. You're things are working out for you. You're starting to get more and more opportunities. I'm rooting for you, of course.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, man. That's good stuff. Where do you see yourself? Like, what are some goals that you can share with the audience?
Oh man. So I got to reach one of my comedy goals this year.
Yeah.
I got passed at Laughs Unlimited, so I got to host a full weekend. That was really big for me because the first comedy club I ever went to, like an actual comedy club, was Laughs Unlimited.
Yo.
We were in Old Sac just hanging around, and we went, and I had a blast. Yeah. And so that was a huge goal, and I was able to accomplish that. Shout out to Jenny, man. She's given me way more than one chance, man. She didn't give up on me, though. But it was a great weekend. So
good for you, man.
Definitely hit that. There's a few other clubs I'd like to get past at. Definitely, I'd like to get past as many clubs as I could, to be honest. They're local to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd say big goals. I'd like to perform more in other cities.
Yeah.
Like I've never performed at Cobb's Comedy Club. I'd love to perform at Cobb's. I've never performed at Punchline in SF. I'd like to perform there.
Yeah. It becomes like an addiction, huh? It becomes like It's like
Yeah.
when you learn about all these clubs, you're like, oh, I want to hit that because you hear about it too, right? So it's like you talk to other comics and they're like, yeah, you got to go here. I have never been to the Bay yet, so that's obviously
it's almost sexual. You're almost like it's almost like seeing a bunch of hot women. You're just like, I want to get inside all of them. I want to be inside this one. I want to go on this one.
Yeah.
Like
especially when you're separated. Yeah, then it's
definitely.
You're free to think that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd love to go down to LA. I've never performed in LA. I'd like to just see how it is out there. Definitely 100% New York. I definitely want to perform in New York, man. That seems dope.
I feel like New York is a whole other animal. You learn so much because the crowd is so different, right? Like yeah.
But I would say like one of the biggest ones. So I've already worked my first weekend. I'd love to work another weekend. And just do as much club work as I can. I think that's my biggest goal is to be in the clubs as much as I can. I love every kind of show I do. I'm not above I'm not above anything. I will come to your backyard.
Yeah.
If you got a back, I will come. I'm not above it at all. I don't want that to sound like that's, but no, I'm just trying to perform in the clubs as much as I can. Cause it's just such a different atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I think that's it.
That's great, dude. That's great. And you'll hit all that. And you got the right mindset. And I'll be bothering you every time I run into you at the clubs to pick your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Well, Gabriel, appreciate you coming on. Plug your channels one more time for everyone to be able to follow you.
Yeah. So on Facebook, just Gabriel Alexander. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all same handle at Gabe GABE 209 ALEX, all one word, Gabe 209 Alex. Mm-hmm. My YouTube channel, Gabriel Alexander Comedy. Please give me a look. I post a lot of clips up there. I make a lot of shorts, So yeah. Follow me on those, guys. And I always update everything. Like in my stories is where I post all my upcoming shows. So you'll see them there. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Hey, there you go. You know where to find him now. So follow this man, give him some love. He's a hilarious comic and he's going to be headlining in your city soon. I'm PejTheManiac. You can follow me on Fanbase now. I'm also on Fanbase, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the same. PejTheManiac and Phumblepodcast, of course, on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for checking out episode 72. Gabriel, appreciate you, man. Catch you on the next one.
Thank you, brother. Heck yeah. Thank you, brother.